Hello Capricorn, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, we're using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Supportive Oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Alright, we're good? We're good. It reminds me, it's funny, it just popped in my head. A friend of mine was telling me about a tarot deck a couple weeks ago, and now I want that deck, which is interesting. It's an updated version of the tarot deck. I think it's the updated version of the Rider-Waite, with more updated different ethnicities and different types of relationships and stuff like that. I don't know why that's popping in, but it really just popped in out of nowhere. This is Capricorn. Capricorn, what's at the bottom? The 13. Just before I clicked on this, it's 11:11. It's 11 in the morning and 11 minutes after. So I don't. In case that means something to somebody, and the fact that keeps popping up to you, this may have some type of extra resonance for you. That with the Death card here at the bottom, but the 13. I feel like it's more about the 13. Somebody who's very attracted to the 13. This may be for you as well. I'm getting number signals for that. 11:11 or 13. I don't usually do that, but we'll throw it in there. Why not, right? Capricorn. When you're starting, whatever this is starting with, I almost feel like for some of you this is ancient history. Realization with the darkness. There was a moment, I feel like this is ancient history for a few of you, I really do. You had this moment where you're just kind of like, you know what? I have the guts and the gusto and the power and the strength to hold to something as long as I see fit. The thing is, sometimes that works against me, and I get so deep in it that I just can't stop, and I just drill myself into the ground. Now, that's either going to hit or it's not. If it doesn't hit for you, just move on from it. Don't worry about it. But it was one of these things, it seems like it's ancient history where you had this moment where you're like, you know what? I need to be on point, and I need to pay attention to what's going on around me. I shouldn't be wasting my time with people just because I'm determined to keep it working, and I'm determined to find a way to make it work. And they're just screwing me over, or it's not working, or it's draining the life out of me. Likewise with maybe sometimes a job or a project, kind of like I get to a point where I've spent so much time into it and I don't want to give up, and I don't want all that time to be wasted, so I just keep fighting it and working it and trying to make it worth it, trying to make it work out, and I just end up spending so much more time, and it's even more wasted time, or I never get out of it what I put in. I just never get out of it what I put in. And I think for a lot of you this is ancient history, kind of like I need to keep an eye on it, and I need to be able to know. I need to know when is when enough is enough. And I'm just drilling myself into the ground. It's never going to pay off. I've gone too far with it as it is, and I just got to accept the loss, let go, and move on. It's hard. For earth signs, that's a lot. That's hard to do, because when you invest your time, you don't do it half-heartedly. And you're like, I don't invest all my time just to give up and throw it away. So it's it takes a lot to look at something and be like, you know what? It's not going well, and it doesn't seem to be getting better, and the more I put in, it's just the more I lose. I need to stop. I need to disconnect, and it's hard. I feel like it's for that earth energy, it's really hard to let go. Really hard. Kind of I don't put in my energy just to throw it away, and I don't like the idea of just giving up on something. I like to fight and try to turn it around, and even though it doesn't look like it's working, to turn it around and make it worth something. But it's that harsh lesson, sometimes you just literally got to put it down and walk away. The lesson, this seems like for a lot of you in the past, ancient history again, knowing when it's time to just put it down and walk away, embracing that change, you know what, I've been working at this job 20 years, and now they're taking away benefits, and now they're cutting our pay, we don't get our vacation time like we used to anymore. How much more do I have to wait for them to take before I finally walk away? It's time to find another job. It's time to say, you know what? Your problems, job, or your problems, and I need to go on. It's hard. It's hard. But it's knowing that, you know, it's the right thing to do and you're protected by making that decision. It's a lot. So this is what this is hinging on, this type of energy, because I feel like you're coming into that again. For those of you this is really going to click with, something's not right in the environment. It's not what you're doing, it's what somebody else is doing. The tower is hitting. Oh, I don't know if I want to use that example. I don't know why I'm going to use this. You know, this person probably doesn't watch anyway, but I'm going to use it. It's kind of like having a very stable marriage, right? And one of the people in the marriage, you know, they're good enough. They don't cheat. They don't cheat on you. There's no verbal abuse. It's not anything like that. It's all fine. There's no physical abuse. Okay, we're all good there. But they keep bringing strange people in the sense of, like, they have friends, and their friends seem to screw them over. And it just seems to be a pattern that they keep gravitating around these people that screw them over, right? Till finally, one of these people that they attract convinces them to take out a big loan for them and co-signs for it. And then defaults on that loan, and it goes to collections. And it ruins your partner's credit, and since you're married to them, your credit too. That's one of those, because I've seen this happen. And for an earth sign, like, you want, oh, no. That's not, oh boy. That's a mortal hit. That's not good. It's not good. The tower hits, and something like that very devastating hits. And it's one of those things kind of like, you look at this person, you're like, what are you doing? Like, you let somebody not only abuse you and use you and destroy your credit, but now they've done it to me too because I'm married to you. And you've screwed us both over. That's the Tower card. That's a hard one, because it's kind of like, I feel like they're trying to be like, well, I made a mistake, but, you know, I didn't mean for that to screw you over. I thought I was just taking a risk for myself. I don't know. It seemed like it was okay. I didn't think it would really default. I didn't think that would happen. Resistance with the gratitude is in the environment. Like, they're trying to get you to stay. Whoever this is kind of like, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. But the thing is, you're also seeing, like, you know what? This is the worst time it's happened. But it's happened, like, people have shown up to different events and kind of been disruptive. There's been people I've had to bend over backwards to help them out because they're your friend, and they've just screwed me over here and there. But it was little menial things here and there. And it's kind of like, what type of life do you have that you're not honoring yourself? And if you don't honor yourself and you're dragging me into this, do you even honor me? They're trying to get you to hold on, but this is the point where you're like, I have to take away the mask and really start to think about what's going on here. This is that moment where you have to evaluate, like, wait a minute. Have I just been letting things happen? Have I just been letting things go by? This is the worst moment, but has this been happening the whole time and I've just been accepting it? And it's been a slow downward spiral. And this is going to be the part where you have to assess it for yourself. Like, wait a minute. Like, when I'm talking about somebody's credit being ruined like this, for an earth sign, that's devastating. For an earth sign, that example would be devastating. Like, you know, you're taking out my foundation. You're blowing up my foundation. And you're destroying my whole future. And I thought I could trust you. And, like, that's, like, that could be worse than cheating. Like, you know what I mean? It could be. I don't know. You have to decide for yourself. But, like, you're blowing up my foundation. Like, this isn't good. This is a moment for you to assess. Kind of like, wait a minute. Oh, my God. Like, now what do I do? It's bad enough this person has already done this, but has this gone way over the line way before this? Is this too far? Has this gone too far for too long? What do I need to do? Justice comes forward. Whatever this situation is, now that was just an example. You've got justice coming in with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, the longer this goes, whatever happened here, emotionally, I don't feel it being resolved. They can tell you what they want to tell you. They can try to make up for it however they want to make up for it. But whatever it is they did, like I know that was the example they credit, but whatever it was, I'm getting you're not going to be able to get past it. And they're saying, this is that moment where you get to decide how much longer do you want to hang in this situation. Because what they did was a major hit. Like, I'm purposely using that credit example because you're an earth sign, and it's extremely, like, you take out, you mess with the base for an earth sign, that never goes, you'll never be able to trust this person again. It's just, it won't be in you to do it. You're just like, I can't let myself be set up to this again. How can I ever trust you again? Like you have the ability to sign things. I can't stop you. I can't, what am I supposed to do? Justice is coming in. Sooner or later, you're going to make a decision that's going to protect you from the situation. It's going to happen sooner or later. And that's why they're kind of bringing this in. Like, see it now for what it is. You already know that this is not forgivable. Whatever it was, other people might be able to forgive this. But, again, when you blow up the base for an earth sign, and you're an earth sign, it's unforgivable. It becomes unforgivable. Every sign has its thing where, you know, you cross the line a certain way and they're like, I can't. I got to protect myself. And I feel like you have to find a way to protect yourself to where you feel safe again. And you're like, you blindsided me with this. I didn't think you were going to do that to me, and you did. Whatever that went wrong here, I'm getting the Four of Cups with the purity. It's not corrected. This is in the environment. In the purity, I see that lady with that piece of cloth over her face, over her eyes especially, and over her ears technically. This is not somebody owning the situation. They seem to look at it like, well, you know, I made a mistake, but it was a mistake. You know, you can't hold that over me forever. They seem to have that attitude. Like, yeah, it was a mistake. I made a mistake. You can't hold it over my head forever. That's another reason why this isn't going to last, because you're kind of like, oh, I can, and I am. Like, I don't think you understand how devastating what you did was to me. Sooner or later, you're going to move on from this energy, they're saying. Faith, with the path coming in. Eight of Wands is telling me when you make your decision, it's pretty much a done deal. Like, you're going to move forward. Not until you make your decision, but I feel like once you make up your mind, I feel like you're probably going to move quick because you're not happy. And you're like, I gotta, life has to get better. The sooner life gets better, the better it's going to be. When you do make your decision, you will move fairly quickly because you can't stand it anymore. It's like drowning in water. You have to get yourself out of this situation. Or like, it's like drowning in sewage water. Like, I gotta get out of this. Once you decide, like, wait, this is sewage water. I can't be in this. You're going to get yourself out, and you're going to get yourself out quick. It's all about, I feel like this whole reading is like, learn from your ancient history. Don't put extra effort into something that's already failed. Call it, move on, find your happiness. And that's it. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.